Bro, you wanted the Fritos, bro? I got you.
Alright, stream started. Alright, guys, welcome back to this year's D&D campaign, Chains of the
Yay.
Frontier. Taking an all-new cast, um, different from last year, obviously. Um, just some quick disclaimers. I don't own any of the maps or any of the music that ends up getting played in this campaign, for that matter. The only thing that I do own is the story. Um, just a few things. As well. Try not to talk with each other as much if you guys can, because I know there might be some arguing in some scenes. But there's that. But overall, have fun. Let's get ready to roll. Chains of the Frontier. All right. We bring you the world of Isunia, a world shared by all sorts of races. Any race you can think of. Elves, tieflings, humans, dragons, etc., etc. The time is the year 20 um 2200, and uh these races are living at peace, or that's how every story goes, but obviously that's not the case. um Long ago, the sages and the spirits worked together to stop the rampaging dragons Bahamut and Tiamat. Doing so, they killed Bahamut and sealed away Tiamat. um During this time, the political leaders of the time came to agreement, and the land split off to what we know today as the seven continents of Isunia. Parts of the land owned by the sages, the dragonkind, Actius, and the people of Reveal, the survivors of the Draconian War. Years go by, and the sage begins to act differently, but the world has yet to know what happens post this war. A brewing storm is approaching the land as a series of events cause uh, history as we know it to change. The sages are not what they seem. The dragons are scheming, and a new group, a group that is threatening the world as we speak, rises from the ashes, overthrowing once the city of Reveal, now known as Velsar, a group called the Dysnomians. They brag about wanting to kill the sage for his misdeeds, but no one can seem to really know why. So, to understand these events, we now fast forward 10 years later. And with that, I'm going to cue the intro to Chains of the Frontier. Make sure you guys lower the bot. And with that, it brings us to a small tavern. Tavern in Reveal. Can I have Decius Spring? Please place yourself on the map.
Yeah, my bad. How do I drag? How do I drag my
You just drag. Just click and drag.
I did
Can you guys see the tavern, by the way?
Yes.
it. I
Yep.
can see the tavern. What exactly am I dragging?
Click. Drag your text. Don't drag the three dots.
Huh?
So in your character sheet, hover over your name, click and drag onto the map. You should be here.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Why is it doing that?
I got it.
There we go. Okay. Um. So while you're in this tavern, you realize that you just heard this wonderful, like, um, singer just get off the stage who just sang that song. She goes to sit in her seat over here, and you can see that there's several people throughout this tavern, and you're just enjoying your usual drink. Next, the tavern owner uh, announces throughout the tavern hall, applaud for that wonderful performance by this wonderful rebellion singer. Next up, we have Decius Spring performing for us tonight. May Decius Spring please walk up to the stage.
Is the stage is right above me, right?
Yeah, we're over here. See, you see where I'm clicking?
Yeah, yeah. I just,
All right,
yeah, I'm there.
you'll actually be performing, by the way.
Oh, I actually have to perform.
Yes.
Okay.
What are you
Yeah.
performing and why are you performing?
Hold up. I gotta pull up my song. All right. I will be performing drive through Burger King because I am a king and I live to eat for others.
All right, before you do, on your character sheet, roll performance.
Okay. If I have mine's minimized, I gotta performance. Where the hell are you?
This determines how scuffed you have to perform or how good you have to perform. By the way,
Do I not have a role on here for performance? What the hell is that?
in your character sheet,
Yeah,
uh,
I'm on my character sheet.
on the side, there should be a list next to your attacks and spellcasting. It's to the left. You should have a performance button. You just click on it. You don't have it. If you don't have a modifier for it, that's fine. You can still click on it. That just means you
Okay, I
don't
see
have a.
performance.
Yeah, just click it. A 12. Okay, your singing is not the greatest, but it's not bad either. So please take it away.
All right. I'm in the drive-through a Burger King. Can I please get a Whopper Junior with onion rings? Make it a meal so I can get a drink. No, I'm not finished. That's not everything. Can I please get a double Whopper with no cheese? Can I please get a number two with a large drink? Got money, so I don't care how much it costs me. Just throwing some extra fries to make them salty.
Yeah,
All
you
this
then
cheese gonna make it really drip drip. I'm lactose intolerant, don't sip milk. If I see a side of cheese, I'm a trip. I'm a certain troll see and doodle then dip. All right, there you go.
you see the audience is a little confused, but they start slowly clapping into a more faster clapping transition. Um, give it up for Decius Spring with Burger King drive back at you? Huh? You may now take your seat. Drinks on me tonight.
Woo!
I want to die.
Yay.
As you go back to your seat, a one of the Revalian officer approaches you. You know this guy very well, as you also work as part of the Revalian sheriff. Uh, for the Revalian sheriff. He was like, "Man, Decius, you really know how to make a song on the spot, huh?" Anyway, Freed's been looking for you. He's in his office. So whenever you're done, just report to him. Do you have anything to say to that?
Sorry, I'm just stunned. I'm not exactly sure why you'd be looking for me.
Um, is that what you asked him?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He says he has something urgent to discuss with you about, and he seems a little disappointed. But I'm sure you two can talk it out like you've always had.
When don't I ever disappoint someone?
Yeah, I get you. He gets mad at me all the time too. I mean, we're in a tavern for sake. I mean, I love beer, but I just hate when Freed gets on my case sometimes. The job is a job, though.
You ever throw a chair at you?
He threatened me with the chair one time, but hasn't thrown that one at me yet.
Then your job is definitely not just a job. Cause that shit hurts.
Uh, I'll take a note of that. Anyways, great performance, Decius.
Thanks. It comes from my good friend, the baby.
The baby? Babies can sing?
Well, I wouldn't say he's much of a baby, but he's definitely the baby.
Well, cheers. I'm sure Freed has some kind of mission for you. As he holds up his uh chug of beer.
Not an agreement as I chug my beer as well. I'll see him in a bit.
Can I have you roll a perception check?
Okay, give me a second. Let me look for that real quick.
17. Okay.
Where are you seeing these rolls? I can't see these numbers. Oh wait, there it is.
Anyway,
Never
just
mind.
scroll
You're
down.
good. They weren't popping
As
up
you're
for me.
toasting, you notice a guy with a cape walking out of the tavern. You didn't notice him before when you were skiing, maybe due to your negligence, but it's the one thing that catches your eye.
That cape looks oddly familiar.
Cape? Huh? What are you talking about, Decius? I'm not wearing a cape.
It's nothing to worry about. Hopefully.
As he chugs his beer, he just goes ham as he starts just chugging his beer and just enjoying like his time of conversation with you as he's like still jamming his head to the songs that have just been sung today. Will you do anything else? Will you do anything else in the tavern? Anything else?
Depends. A few more of these babies, and I think some of these barmaids are starting to look a little good.
You and me both.
I hope that doesn't mean us together.
Uh, so how many does that make this? How many women does that make it this time, Decius?
Well, I lost count after I lost my right finger.
Huh.
That one should have made it, I think, 120.
Is that some new slang I should know about?
Slang. More like I make these things up on the spot.
You know, Everyone thought it was strange having a bard get recruited for the Reveal sheriff force, but working with you has been a real change of pace. I sure hope whatever it is Freed has for you is nothing too serious. Be ashamed to lose you.
I wouldn't know if shame would be the word I'd use, but yeah, a bard.
Say, how about one of those numbers after you get back?
You'd have to pay me enough for that.
Uh, he calls the tavern owner. Hey, table number 3. Give us another dozen. Right on it. The tavern bartender says as he's like concocting his next drink.
You know what? Maybe that is payment enough. I'll let you know when I get back.
Be safe out there, Decius.
Safe as I'll ever be.
Are you walking out?
Yeah. This is the exit. It's the exit.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
exit.
that's the exit. Okay. Sorry, I gotta move my map, bro.
That brings you outside to the city of Reveal. You are up here.
Map. Uh,
Please drag yourself onto the map. Sheriff's office is north.
you know what? Those drinks affect me a little too much. I don't know where north is.
Roll let's see. Since that's the case, roll survival.
Survival. Okay.
Oh, okay. You thought those drinks were hitting you at first, but it's just one of those quick acid reflexes. You pretty much tanked all those drinks. That was a nat 20. Goodness gracious. Those drinks did not affect you at all. They were pretty
Okay.
light for you.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, where the hell is right? North.
Up here. The only building that's like isolated from everything else.
Oh, whoa, look, I knew that. I knew that. Haha. Destiny Spring would never fail to make that choice.
Alright, you knock on the sheriff's office and Free tells you to come in.
Yeah,
So,
damn it.
you probably should have introduced yourself, but oh well, that's fine.
A bard as my caliber needs no introduction for you to know who I am, just from my
Oh,
knock alone, as it is musical.
alright. Let's see.
Guessing there's the entrance. There you go, bro. This office has no door,
Yeah, it does.
unless this is the door. Oh,
There's a door right there. Alright, there's another door, so you might as well knock.
Got you. Ha ha! Knock knock. Hail Freed. Don't throw another chair, please.
You hear like a brief sigh. He's like, just get in here, Decius.
Come in, sir.
Oh, you reek of beer. Have you been at the tavern again?
Well, I'd have to blame your lieutenant for that.
My lieutenant's there too? Oh, come on. Reveal is nothing but a mess these days. Okay,
Well,
look.
speak of the man who owns it.
You didn't forget, did you? Reveal is owned by 3 people, not just me.
Well, you're supposed to be the head of protection, right?
Yes, but Barbara and Ewan aren't making things easy for me.
Barbara and me are making sure that you keep your job.
When did you get close to Barbara?
I wouldn't say we're close. She hates my guts. We just work together.
Alright, look, Decius. I'm gonna lay it all on you right now.
Try not to lay that much on me. I'm a little tipsy.
Look, as you know, the history of Reveal started in the continent of Elsar. At least that's what it's currently known as. The leaders, me, Barbara, and Yuan, escaped here with the few remaining survivors of the massacre that happened. I'm sure you know this already.
I know a little too much about that massacre. But go on.
Look, I'm saying, after me, Barbara, and Yuan fought Xian to rescue the remaining survivors, Barbara and Yuan haven't been the same. I mean, come on, look at this. This is all the paperwork that Yuan is doing to impose taxes on the citizen. And Barbara, she's she's just tormenting all the males for no reason, as if they got crazy. I don't know, but after that fight with Xian, nothing's been the same.
Like I said, we only work together. That's just a personal, how do you say, forte. And you on, well, let's just say he's the one that decided on that plan, so it's his fault for having to deal with all that. You, on the other hand, what are you doing to fix it?
I don't know anymore.
Maybe it's time to step down, old man. Take a break.
I wish that was the case, but
Yeah, I guess it would get out of hand without you.
while I barely have things under control, me leaving would just make things worse. I'll try to suit stuff together while I still can. Not to mention, we're literally north of where the dragons live. There's literally nowhere else for us to go.
Well, nowhere for you to go. I don't know about you, but I know how to speak Dragonic.
Good. Seems like you have your mind made up in times like these.
Well, one of them looked a little too good, if you know what I mean.
So, that makes this proposal easier. I got a
Damn.
request from a guild down in Imperia. They're looking for members. Members to help stop the Dysnomians, the group of assassins that took over Belsar.
Velstar, huh?
I'm sure
And
this
Imperia.
I'm sure this piques your interest.
You already know anything with Velstar's name on it piques my interest.
Good. We have a merchant leaving there uh pretty soon. I'd say around 10 p.m.
Why so late?
He's a traveling merchant and prefers not to be seen. And well, getting to Imperia from here is not an easy task.
So I'm guessing we're keeping this one off the books.
Yeah, don't mention this to anyone. I'll make sure you disappear without a trace.
Come on, Freed. You know I'm a bard. These stories come out of me whether I want them to or not.
I don't know whether that's gonna bite you in the ass or save you someday.
I'm gonna
Whatever.
hope one day it'll save me.
Keep on doing what you're doing. You've been a valuable asset to Reveal.
Well, you know a little too much about me for me not to be, right?
Your mother will be fine.
Only one can hope. Now, questions. What do you know about this ragtag team? I don't work with just anybody.
Well, that's for you to find out.
Godspeed, Reed. Godspeed.
Good luck with your new allies.
Good luck taking care of the city. You'll need it.
Sure, we'll meet again. Also, make sure when you get back, bring backup. I can't stop Ewan and Barbara forever. Those two hate each other more than Barbara hates you.
If you can't stop Barbara, I don't think anyone will.
I'll manage.
I can never forget that one summer I had with her. I can't go back, man.
Well, her BDSM habits are getting out of hand.
Have you ever heard what a reverse Trojan horse is?
Nor
That
do I want
woman
to
is
know.
evil.
Keep that to yourself.
Before this trauma gets worse, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I'll
Yeah,
meet that merchant by 10.
feel free to enjoy your last moments here in Reveal. We won't be seeing each other for a while.
Here's the betting on it.
Good luck out there, and never bring that guitar back in here again.
Well, just to correct you, it isn't a guitar. It's a lute. Later.
Guess I'm getting too old for these things. All right, you leave.
Yep.
You're back out in Reveal. It's currently 3:15 p.m. and you're currently in the marketplace where like people are just chatting, having a good time, and buying stuff in and out despite the tax increased.
Damn you on. I snuck around this tax-free waiver while he wasn't looking. So let's see what I can steal from him.
All right, where are you visiting?
Let's go to a weapon shop.
Okay, that would
I
be
gotta
two.
pick back up. I gotta pick up my good rusty old rapier.
That's to your right.
Right here. That's my right.
Yep.
Okay.
You see, there's not really inside of the building. The weapons are usually are just displayed, and the blacksmith's just there. Um, what do you say to the blacksmith? You said you want your rapier.
Yeah.
He's like, your rapier. Your name, sir?
You really asking my name? You already know what it is. You're the one who stole it from me.
Ah, yes, yes. Decius Spring, the talk of the town. Second best singer.
Ah, second best. You come back to me when you find the first one.
Alright, alright. Here's your rapier.
Alright, I'll just go ahead and take it. And
Whoa,
do I still
whoa,
got
whoa. Hold on there. Still gotta pay for
what do
this,
you
you know? Still owe me one.
now? I know what you really want, and I don't know. It's gonna cost a little more than a rapier.
Roll persuasion.
Sorry, I gotta keep pulling it up every time. Uh,
That's a +2. Yeah, that's pass. What do you persuade him about?
well, he still wanted me to sing at his daughter's you know, quinceanera.
You know that's happening today, right?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll swing by later tonight. How about 10?
Alright. Here's your rapier with those custom stuff you added.
I remember, if not this year, there's always next year. As I skedaddle out of there.
As he doesn't even give you a smile, he just goes back to working on his next few weapons for display.
I walk out. Now I'm heading to grab. Hmm. I need to grab some little armor.
Okay? That would be the same place.
I'll get at the next town. Have a merchant with me later tonight.
Roll perception.
I am a small brain.
Um,
Ah!
you're too busy admiring your rapier to notice anything else that's happening around you. But you just hear distinct chatter among people. You can't really make out what anybody's saying. Um, so where do you head off to next?
I go off to scout the waiting point for the merchant.
Oh, you're just gonna wait over there?
I got some time.
All right. Hmm. Let's see. How long do you wait?
Uh, let's see. It was three. I'd say about 5 hours. Take a little nap.
It's currently 8:15. You're taking a nap on the side of a wall, and you get up as a flying poster hits you in the face.
What the fuck? Where the hell did this poster come from?
Oh, my bad. Some children rushed by and it brushed by. Can you
Your
give me that
children?
poster back, kind sir?
Pens. What does it say?
Oh, there's an event going on at the theater. Apparently, it's someone's birthday.
Ah, well, I might have some time.
Yes, apparently some famous singer known as Decius Spring is gonna be there. I thought I'd check him out before I head off.
I'll be damned. I'll head on in with you. I might have a promise to live up to.
Huh, really? You excited for Decius as well?
I wouldn't say excited. More like, kind of have to see him.
This guy looks at you odd, and he just like, well, all right. It doesn't start for another 2 hours. Are you okay with heading out right now?
I'm gonna grab some food and make him know that I was there.
All right, cool. I'll wait just around the corner. Or better yet, I'll just meet you inside the theater.
Gotcha.
By the way, you know where it is, right?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
All right. Well, guess I'll meet you there. And you see, he heads off south towards the theater.
I don't follow him. I just needed to know that party was real.
All right. So, any or what else are you planning on doing in this area?
I think we're done here. Let's go meet the merchant.
Okay.
Need to gain his trust, help him load up. Huh? What is this?
So you go south towards the entrance of the theater, and you enter.
Okay.
And you see the man you saw from earlier. He's like the first one here, because I guess nobody likes to arrive early. Wow, they have a stage like this in Rivera? Man, I've been away from the world far too long.
Not too long, my friend. We just happen to have a very tax crazy owner.
I've heard stories.
Yeah, well, make sure you don't hear too many of those stories, because as crazy as he is, they're not all stories.
Ah, wow. Grand stage theater like this. Kind of crazy how architecture makes itself after all these years. It's a sight to
You know,
behold.
once you get into that whole magic thing, it all turns out pretty simple.
Ha. Speaking of magic, did you hear that we're finally able to make contracts with spirits after 10 years?
Spirits. I've met a spirit or two. Yeah, they're pretty good. I wouldn't say about making contracts though. I'd say more among other things.
Yeah, apparently the sages just revealed that contracts among sages grant a boost in magic power. Everyone's going crazy for it. It's the topic of the time.
Word of advice, friend. I wouldn't trust that sage too much.
You don't seem very trusting of others.
I wouldn't say it's that. It's more or less every man's gotta look after himself every once in a while.
I get that. Well, I'm just gonna relax here and wait till the show starts. Sure, the audience will start piling in every now and then.
Gotcha. Would you happen to know the time?
Oh gosh, our conversation was about nearly 2 hours.
That puts me in a pickle. I'm gonna go ahead and use the restroom real quick.
Oh, for sure.
You stay there.
By the way, what's your? I never got your name.
My name, let's just say it's Spring.
Spring.
Phyllis Spring.
Wait, does that mean you're related to Decius Spring?
We get that all the time, but no, we just have the same last name.
Huh.
It's a drag.
The more you know.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Oh yeah. By the way, my name is Regil. Regil Ryugard.
Reginald Ryugard. You're very trusting, aren't you, Reginald?
I'm just a traveling merchant. I sell stuff, nothing more, nothing less.
Traveling merchant. Interesting. I'll see you later.
Yeah. All right.
Alright. I start running as I might be late.
You head over to backstage over here,
Backstage.
or
Okay.
behind the curtains,
Yeah.
and you see the main singer, the one who sang the intro earlier. Your manager is like, Decius, where have you been?
I've been here the whole time. I'm just going to use the restroom. Out back.
Now? Dude, we're literally starting in 15 minutes.
That means we still got 15 minutes to kill, don't we?
You always do this. You know, if you weren't
You
so
know,
popular, all right, do your thing.
never to rush, genius.
Yes. I taught you those things, kind of.
Hey, maybe one day you'll be able to hear my new hit. Goes a little something like hot and cold.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should hit the restroom and come back.
Gotcha. I'll go out back and hit the restroom.
Um,
I have to exit the building
just
now.
here. You see a bunch of people start to walk in, or well, you don't see, but you know that people are walking in, into the performance of Decius Spring. One final performance, I should say. Um,
Yeah.
sorry, I have to drag all these NPCs onto the map. You see that this time Free decides to make an appearance, and announce you.
That bastard.
You can't tell that he chuckled, but you just have a feeling.
Read.
Welcome, citizens of Revale, of all factions alike. Today will be dismissing a famous bard of ours. He's going on to do bigger and better things. But he's not leaving without a show. So, without further ado, our local womanizer, bard, uh, Decius Spring, as he walks off the stage.
Read that bastard. You should have bought me some time with that merchant.
And now everyone's just anxiously awaiting your performance again.
Okay. How much time do I have?
Uh, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 5 and 5. Fight us and fight to get out of here. We got this.
And you see people start clapping and whistling for one final performance from Decius Spring. Please roll performance.
Damn it. Uh,
Oh my goodness, what? Pop off.
hey guys, that's your Springs. You already know where we're going on. I'm gonna hit you with that hot and cold. You change your mind like a girl changes clothes. Yeah, you PMS like a bitch. I would know. And you overthink, always be cryptically. And I should know you're good for me. Cause you're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you're no. You're in and you're out. You're up, then you're down. Wrong when it's right. It's black when it's white. We fight, we break up. We kiss, we make up. You don't really want to stay, no. You didn't really want to go. So you're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you're no. You're in, then you're out. You're up, then you're down. Thank you, thank you.
They start clapping. They start clapping like they did in a tavern. And yeah, Decius! Yeah, Decius! Man, why are you leaving? Stay with us!
That crabs. As I have to leave, as I exit the stage.
Wait, as you're about to exit the stage, you suddenly get some chills.
Oh no.
Can you roll a perception check?
I mean, I guess. Where are you? There you are. No!
Nice
Um,
perception, bro.
you
Brother.
thought you caught a glimpse of someone you may or may not have recognized in the crowd staring at you, but you already rushed off before you can get a glance, and it seems like they disappeared before you could fully see them.
Damn. That was a weirdly weird shadow. But I got a time crunch to hit.
And the theater exit is out here. And it's currently 10:05.
Oh man, I'm late. Bro, what is this? It's menacing. Oh, right there. Where am I going? Right or left? Oh wait,
The
left.
corner over here. You then see a hooded figure who is standing and waiting for you. Decius, over here.
Huh?
Oh, awesome. Great job in there, man.
Is that you?
Anyways,
Regal?
don't worry about formalities. Yes, I'm the traveling merchant, the agent that's sent to help you get out of here.
Well, I'll be. You crazy bastard.
I don't like playing the positive too good, the goody two shoes, but you should probably skedaddle.
You read my mind. Let's get out of here.
All right. Any last goodbyes for this town?
This town can burn for all I care. Let's get out of here.
All right, for sure. And you two are off to Imperia, and that sort of finishes their little introduction there. Next, we go over to as Regil and Regard oh, go into their respective direction out of Reveal at night.
At night.
We now head over to Christian.
Hey,
Your sharp axe. Please drag yourself onto the map.
Say that.
Yep. You are just returning from hunting animals, and a bunch of orcs see you come back, and they give you this look, like they're like not happy you're back. Would you like to speak to any of them?
Yeah. I'll speak to the one that's on the right.
Yar, what are you doing back? We told you to go out hunting.
Me hunted ready. Look. As I point to the stuff that I hunted.
That it? More! More, Yar, more!
More.
How
Hmm.
how bring strong woman when so weak?
Hmm. Me want to get big stag, but no food here.
Orc make no excuses. Excuses make orc. Huh, huh.
Sorry. Me do better next time.
One mistake more. You kicked.
Knee kick? Me
Yes.
do better. Very better.
You see these other orcs start like nodding their heads and in agreement. Uh, towards towards you, Yar. Um, and it's almost the day of ritual for you to bring a strong woman back to the clan to show that you can stay here.
Mm-hmm.
So what will you do?
Me go look for strong woman for ritual.
When you say
So
that, this orc, he uh he pushes you into his tent where like there's like a little hole. You do now. Show proof. Do in front of
proof.
Sylph Elf.
Me do what?
And before you can respond, he pushes you into his hole.
Alright.
Where you end up. Is it this one? No. Wait. Where did it go? Wait, what? Did it not save? Alright, hold on 1 second. I don't know why it didn't save.
Alright.
You end up in an underground throne room. Um, right. Hold on. Right now. Go ahead and please drag yourself onto the map.
Right.
You know this area very well. It's an underground throne room specifically made for the leader of the orcs, uh, Sylv Elf Slayer. Who
Okay,
show
so
up
I
in
walk up.
my throne room? Explain now.
Me, your sharp axe. Me sent down here to speak with Chiefess.
You dare show face now?
Now,
Yes, now.
me came from hunting. Me found only couple bunnies. No big meal.
You kill bunny, no big meat?
No big meat. They got to spook too quick.
How can one be orc if no big meat?
Me look better next time.
She then takes a good moment to look at you, and she's like, she then looks at you for a while. It's actually a little uncomfortable.
Hmm.
What do you do?
I hmm. Me think how to get big meat.
Hmm.
I'm contemplating the way of how to get a better hunt next time.
Me have plan. You join.
Plan?
Yeah. You join wild gang. Go hunt with them.
Yes. Me hunt big game next time with the new gang.
Hmm. She then gives you a nod of respect, unlike all the other orcs have given you. So you feel a sigh of relief. But now you must make your way back up to the top.
All right. We
Unless you
heading
have
up.
something else you want to ask.
Um, Chiefess,
Hmm?
what will you do now with one less hunter?
Me wait for strong orc man. No strong orc man equals no more orcs.
Got you. Me look as I head out.
Alright, for sure. You're back up to the top, and can you roll perception?
Okay. Perception, you said, right?
Yep. Why
Yes.
is why is Vicky rolling? You notice that the orcs are casually eating the bunnies that you've ate, and they don't take notice of you. Even though they made fun of you earlier for only hunting rabbits, they're eating your share of the meat.
Ha! You say meat is puny, yet you eat big meat as if big.
Huh? Food is food. Orc must survive. And they like completely ignore what they said to you before about like making fun of you. You feel a little bit insulted.
I feel insulted, but me am stronger. I think to myself.
Okay, and you're off.
Yay. All right, heading off.
You travel outside the orc camp for a while and realize you don't want to go back unless you have unless you complete this ritual because the day is coming for you to bring back a strong woman. But then you realize that Sylph Elf has taken a liking to you by letting you join the Wild Gang, which he's never told any other orc before. So you travel for a while and you come across the Wild Gang Guild.
Um, there you
Not in the building.
go. Big building.
First of all, can you read?
Me can read.
Roll intelligence.
All right, let's see. Intelligence disadvantage was a 3. Got you. Let me see. Do I click on the 5?
No, you click on
Mm,
the actual intelligence word.
uh,
Uh, the you
Me at
you can't read the sign
what?
at all.
Hmm.
But you
Weak man handwriting.
so do you decide to walk in?
I walk in.
You walk in and you see a guy that's cleaning tables. He has a bunch of can you see this guy has like a bunch of weapons on his back and his side. He seems to be a mercenary and he's cleaning a table. And he notices you. He's like, "Can I help you?"
Me looking for gang. Sif, Chiefess Sif, Elf Slayer send me.
Uh, if you're looking for gang, I assume wild gang? Is that correct?
Yes.
Huh. What are you here for?
Me looking to prove myself. Me strong. Like boar.
He looks a little confused, but he can't help but kind of be like, give you a brief smirk or smile. And he's like, "Are you an orc?"
I'm half orc.
Half
Not
orc.
full.
I see. Anyways, what are you? So you said you're joining to what now?
Joining wild gang to prove myself to the chiefess.
Okay. And that's all?
And for the proving, me am looking to make good adventure and find strong woman.
I'll tell you what. I'll help find a group of people for you to go on this adventure and prove with.
Yes.
That sound okay?
Yes. Good.
Alright. But stay here for a couple of days. I'll be back.
All right. Walk inside.
By the way, your name?
Me, Yar. Yar sharp axe.
Your Sharp Axe?
Yes.
He holds out what appears to be an axe. Like this?
Yes. That's slightly sharp.
Huh.
Me sharper.
I swear I get strange people in here every single day. Alright, make yourself at home. I'll find a job for you to do.
Yes.
Actually, roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Let's see. Let's see. Persuasion.
Okay? He's convinced that you're really only here to complete an orc ritual which he finds a little odd, but he has nothing else to do right now. This guy, and he decides like, okay, I'll be right back. Stay here. Got it?
Me look for food.
He then hands you yeah, I was just cooking. Feel free to help yourself.
Thank you.
Also, don't eat it all.
Food bad or puny meat?
No, I mean save some for me.
Oh, me save some.
All right. You eat all that food, and for a while you start to get a little sleepy. Uh, as time goes by, about 5 hours pass, and it's currently 6 a.m.
Hmm.
You're on the floor sleeping when suddenly you hear a loud thump.
I wake up to go check on it.
You then see across the table from you, the guy that left to go search for some allies for you said, "All right, I got you some mercenary supplies, but I don't got time to look after some mercenaries. So I'll tell you what. There's a guild down in Imperia. They're currently looking for strong individuals to help combat uh, the Velsarians. You can do your proving there.
Yes, me am very strong. Me show the puny other races what orc is.
All right. First of all, wait, you have a weapon, right?
I have a weapon.
Okay. He gives you then he gives you this this sack that you can like hold over your shoulder. Here's some supplies that should last you up until you reach the city of Imperia. It's a long travel from here. Stay safe.
Me stay safe. You too.
Also, do not tell anyone about this meeting.
Meeting?
Don't
What
tell anyone
meeting?
about me, understand?
Who are you? Me no got your name.
You don't need to know.
Got you. Me heading off. Thank you, Mr. Blonde Hair.
Good luck on your travels.
You too.
Um, as you leave, can you roll perception?
Perception? Got you. Let's see. Perception.
You hear this guy mumbling, but you can't hear what he's mumbling about, but you're too concerned about finishing this ritual that you don't even bother trying to figure out what he said. You just know this guy has a lot of weapons.
Hmm. Me am doing this mission. Me am strong to show these weaklings. I
Um
mumble to myself.
oh, also as you go out, he throws like a little badge at you
I
to catch.
I catch. Would that be athletics?
Uh yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, no, just I would say just grab it.
I just alright, got it. Thank you. What is this shiny thingy?
It's a proof that you're a temporary member of the Wild Gang. Although you're not really a member. If we ever do meet again, pretend like we don't know each other.
Got you.
but it should get you
Me
access in.
don't know.
This should get you access into a better place.
Better place is good.
All right, and you're off to Imperia on foot.
Yay.
All right. Now we go to Senshi. Are you there?
Am I? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. You're currently on this cliff, trying to chase two escapees.
Oh, yay. I need to actually find a way to drag my character there. Give me a second. Need to drag character into the map. How do I drag again? I can't find it. Wait.
What do you mean? It's under the newspaper icon.
Hey, man, they changed things, right? Is it there?
I don't see it.
I just okay.
You not don't click the three lines or click on your hover over your text and drag it.
Oh,
Are you on?
uh, trying. Definitely trying. I knew I was rusty with Roll20. I didn't know I was that rusty.
And it's been like 6 months.
Again, rusty. Okay, I'm dragging it and just land on the fucking map. It's not that complicated.
Are you using trackpad?
Yeah,
Bro, use your mouse, bro. Don't you have one?
I'm in bed.
Oh my goodness.
Man, I don't want to hear it.
You want me to drag you instead?
Yeah, thanks, appreciate
There you are. Are you able to control
it.
yourself?
Who's echoing?
Are you able to control yourself?
I'm actually not able to.
That's what happens when I drag it. Okay. That's what you get for using trackpad.
Man, just shut up.
Alright. You're catching up to these two escapees who just made it past the bridge, and you're chasing after them. What do you do?
You fuckers, get back here.
No! You don't understand! We need to leave Cronoa now. It's not safe for us. They're
When has
crazy!
it ever been safe? Everyone's crazy in this town. What do you expect?
And you're supporting them? No.
No,
No, not
just
like
doing my
this.
job.
We're leaving this town, whether you like it or not. I don't care if you're not part of the sages, you're part of the monks, the church. I don't care. Me and her, we're leaving.
Well,
Don't you dare make a
was.
move.
I mean, was part of the monks, but okay. What are you
Was?
guys gonna do? Shoot me?
Was? Of course I am.
No.
Stay back. I'm warning you.
Oh, I'm so scared. I'm shaking in my boots. Uh, whatever shall I do? Man, get your asses back here. I ain't
You
sparing no
see
damn gun.
the male takes a step forward and throws like this little magic crystal. The crystal creates an explosion, breaking the bridge, and these two make an escape for the nearby cave exit over here.
Really? Y'all just for the bridge? Really? The bridge?
You have to roll acrobatics or athletics to jump over.
Alright. Let's go with Acrobatics.
It's a +1. You jump. You make a jump for it, or like you're prepping for a jump. And as you prep this jump, you barely stick the landing. You cliff the edge, and you think you're about to lose your
Okay.
balance, but you maintain yourself just barely. Um,
Okay then. That was more dangerous than I thought it was going to be. Whew. All right.
they both exited over here. Will you follow?
Can y'all? Yes, I will follow them.
Okay.
Yelling with this, please stop running. I can't move myself. So yeah. What the hell is this? That's cave.
All right. Um, can you still drag yourself?
Checking right now.
I don't think it works with trackpad.
Nah, it's not letting me.
Oh my goodness, brother, you need a mouse, brother. As you make it outside the cave, you notice that they're halfway across. What do you do?
Wait, hold up.
What's going on?
I'm talking to my mom. Give me a second. Okay. Can you say that one more time? Sorry.
So you make it outside the cave, and you notice that they're already halfway across running. What do you do?
I'm going to continue to follow them.
Okay, do you run after them? Do you run after them?
Yes, I do.
Okay. As you're running to get them, they're like uh shooting bullets behind to slow you down. Can you roll dexterity? Saving throw.
Saving throw.
Uh,
Oh, come on.
you try to dodge the bullets, but you do so with barely any success. So as you're dodging, the bullets kind of like nick you on like the side of the arm. They don't exactly impale you, but they do scratch you quite a bit on the left side, left and right side of your arms, and left and right side of your legs. Albeit they don't hurt as much since you're trained to withstand such things, but they do land hits on you.
Man, you
Uh,
two are not making this easy.
roll a d4.
Oh, yeah, I take damage.
You take 4
Brother.
damage.
Let me subtract accordingly. All right.
As you're catching up to them, you notice someone zoom past you and completely like chop the neck of both these guys, both this guy and this female running, and
Oh, okay.
you notice he lands in front of them, and you know this guy very well. It's your brother Zeke, and both NPCs are laying on the floor from the pain of being chopped. They're like almost unconscious.
You just couldn't let me handle this on my own, could you, Zeke?
Come on now, Senshi. You almost let 2 escapees leave, and you got scratched by bullets. Someone's got to look out for you, you know.
All in a day's work. It ain't personal.
Speaking of which, there's a bounty on these two. Since this is your work, go ahead and take them out, please. And he basically gives you the signal to kill them.
Wait, you want me to kill them?
Those are orders from the city. You know we have to listen to them. So, what will it be?
Wait, they're orders from above? I don't want to. Wait, what? Hold up, that doesn't sound right. Why do they want these two dead specifically?
How should I know? It's just a city. It's a city bounty, okay?
I'm used to bounties wanting alive, most part, not dead. What did these two do anyway?
Don't know. The sage won't say.
Let me guess. Don't know, don't care.
Look, are you gonna take him out or not?
No, I refuse.
You know that's on our monk pride.
Yeah. I know, but still, I refuse. Sometimes you have to have your own pride.
Alright, alright. I hope I'm hearing this right. You're not going to kill them.
No, I'm not.
He then steps in the middle of both, and he picks both of them up one by one on his left, one on his right. He's like, "Are you sure you don't want to take the job for yourself?"
Zeke, what are you about to do?
I'm giving you one last opportunity. You know you can't go back to
No.
town unless you have solid proof that these two are dead.
Then leave him here with me and you go back to town and you report what happened.
Roll persuasion.
Well, this is gonna be a crappy roll. Can I get lucky? Nope. Utterly disgusting.
As you're about to propose something for him, he smashes these guys' skulls together, essentially killing them,
What the fuck, Zeke?
and he tosses them aside in front of you. There, job done.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Let's head back, shall we? You
You're
know,
just okay with that?
look, mom and dad told us not to be hesitant. I mean, you're supposed to be the next leader in the clan. Or was.
There's a fundamental difference between hesitant and actually taking things into consideration, not just bashing two people's skulls together without knowing what they're doing.
Come on, Senshi. Let's be real here. There's traitors plotting against the sages. We need to take them out.
We don't even know what they did. You were given an order to kill them and you just blindly accepted it. Did they even tell you what these two are guilty of in the first place?
No, but I'm sure we'll find out.
And if they got the wrong people?
Well, I'm not the one taking responsibility for that.
You're the one who just killed two innocent people if they are innocent.
Not if we spin the story just like you mentioned.
So you want to lie now?
Anyways, I'm heading back. You can think about that stuff later.
Damn you, Zeke. The fuck did you get us into this time? I'm assuming I have to follow him back as well.
I mean, there's only one way back, so
Yeah, I follow him back as well.
he's already left without you. So,
All right. You remember control a character?
all right, and you end up back in town, the Cronoa Plaza. As you're rushing back, can I have Iridessa please place yourself on the map?
Do I need to try to drag myself onto the map or no?
Can you still not?
Let me try.
Iridessa, can you please place yourself on the map as well?
No, I tried with the mouse. It's not letting me. With the actual mouse.
That's weird.
I'm not sure why. Refresh the page.
I have to check your settings.
me try it again.
Vicky, Erdessa, are you there?
Yes.
Did you place yourself on the map?
Yeah, I can't do it for some reason.
I'm putting you on the map.
I don't know why.
Um,
Sorry.
I'm hovering over my name and trying to place it.
So you have to drag on to the map, not the white
Yes.
space. The map.
I am dragging over my name onto literally this little center, trying to.
That is weird. It worked for Decius and Yar. It should work for you guys.
Are you on
Uh,
the journal?
Yeah,
hmm?
they should be.
Go grab the journal. Grab
Oh,
the
Oh, there it
okay,
is.
there
There,
it
there,
is.
there, there it is. All right. All right. As a Senshi is running back.
Oh, whoops. Got it.
Oh, which one do I delete?
Delete the one that's on the. Yeah, there you go.
All right. As you're running back to catch up to your brother Zeke, you accidentally bump into a young bishop in training.
I'm assuming I have to drag myself like right here.
Yeah, like you're running. Yeah, you accidentally bump
Oh.
into this young lady over here.
Whoa, whoopsie. My bad. You good?
You should probably watch where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah, probably right, but kind of in a rush. You know, chasing after siblings and all that good stuff. But you're like good though, no injuries or anything. You're all straight.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm fine. I can take a beating or two.
I, I, all right. Uh, but though I don't recommend you taking those. But be careful, yeah. In the
Well,
meantime,
considering you're the one that bumped me, I would also advise you to be careful.
duly noted. All right, catch you later. I gotta get to running again. See ya.
So your dojo is located southeast.
I was going the completely wrong way. Like down this way.
Yeah.
All right, so it's gonna.
And you run off. And Iridessa, you decide that you want this incident was really awkward, but the church is right in front of you, so you can just walk in. And I'll do yours after I finish Senshi here.
Okay.
I'm still running. Right. All right, where do you want to drag myself to?
The entrance.
Right here, I'm assuming, or is that not the
Yeah.
entrance? Okay.
As you enter, you see a bunch of monks in similar outfits to you, doing some training. They're just other monks that trained under your ancestor, the previous leader, Sakuto.
Yeah. I guess training's back in session again.
You just see a bunch of whoa, whoa, whoa over and over and over again as these guys are like training their fist and training with a pole arm, etc. etc.
And I'd show him how to really get it done if I wasn't already chasing my brother.
There's only one place your brother is. He's at the shrine, which is
Northeast.
yeah.
Drag myself in the right direction.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you want to do something here.
Nah. Just go straight to the brother. Drag myself to the entrance.
Yep.
All right. What the? finally made it.
inches
Took a
lower.
lot longer than. Oh shit. Well, finally made it though. Took a lot longer to get here than usual.
It's not fitting of you. Usually never
Ah,
late. Getting sloppy these days, Senshi.
I'll put a sock in it.
Listen, I know my actions may be out of hand, but we need a new leader.
Maybe, maybe, maybe. You're really gonna stand here after what you just did and tell me maybe they're out of hand? Do you not feel bad about what you did?
No, no, I don't. And I'm sure that's
I
not the answer
see.
you want to hear.
That would be an understatement, but part of that doesn't surprise me. You
Look,
always were the cold-blooded one.
the real question is, are you stepping up to be the leader or not?
Man, if being a leader involves sending out orders like that, then I'll happily pass. You can have it.
Well, that's a lot easier than I expected. Well, with that note, I'm afraid this place doesn't need you anymore.
Ah,
Monks,
so just like that, huh?
you then see a bunch of monks come in. Um, and they start to surround you.
Not gonna let me walk out of here myself, are you?
This doesn't have to be a fight. I'm just exiling you, is all. From this day forth, Senshi Kurai hereby banned from this shrine. Now you can leave yourself, or I'd be more than happy to assist in escorting you out.
And have your filthy hands touch me? I'd rather walk out of here myself. Not like I need this place anyway.
How many years has it been?
Since what?
Since you refused to step up and take leadership, like father wanted you to.
Yeah, and how many years has it been since you've been secretly coveting it this entire time?
We don't have to argue about this, and I don't have time for this. As of right now, I'm the new official leader of the monks.
Hope we don't burn the place down.
See you in next year's tournament.
Maybe.
Well,
This is the right way, right?
yeah, that's right.
Alright. I'm already gone.
You then see a bunch of like shadow monks like appear left and right of you, and unknowingly they put like a magic chain on you that prevents you from fighting back against stuff.
I'm taking the coward's route, are we?
Our orders are for to you to make sure that you leave the city. Nothing more, nothing less.
Like I said, coward's route.
And
What?
these guys escort you out of the city, albeit very forcingly. Iridessa, you this is the last thing you witness before you enter the church. Do you say or do anything, seeing this young monk that you just ran into get essentially exiled from the city? City. Vicky.
Vacate, it's your cue.
Wait,
No.
did I bump into him?
Yeah, you're watching from afar though.
Oh, okay.
As
Yeah.
this guy's
Mhm.
getting taken away, and you don't know why.
Oh, I wonder what's going on over there. There seems to be a lot of commotion going on in this town lately.
And with that, Sanchi is exiled from Cronoa City.
Oh yes, we love being exiled.
Which leaves you, Iridessa, who just so happened to randomly see that incident.
Wow, what sheer luck. Bumped into the man and now he's out of here.
Alright, and you enter the church? Or do you want to do anything around town? Or
Mm, I want to see where the man came from.
oh, you want to go out the city? Okay.
Well, I want to see, like, where, I'm curious as to why. Like, who was he? Why is he getting exiled?
Um, so you're heading to the monk dojo.
Yes.
Okay. Head southeast. And you can drag yourself onto the map again.
I'm already
And you see the same thing that Senshi saw when he walked in. Only this time, Zeke is just casually training the monks now, as he's instructing them to do um their daily routine. Left, right, left, right. And these
here.
monks start to go hoo hoo with their left and right fist, and repeatedly as this guy who you've not met yet has been instructing them.
Oh, I'm sorry if I seem to be interrupting anything.
Hmm? Oh, and who might you be?
Hello, I'm Iridessa Asper. I'm just a bishop in training from town.
Ah, you're from the local church with Estia and Xenon, was it?
Yes, I see you know of them.
Of course, I'm one of the leaders of this town.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, I'm in charge of the melee militia of Cronoa, since all mages need some kind of frontward support.
Mm, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be snooping around, but I had seen a man come through here, and I had bumped into him earlier, so I was just a little curious.
He puts on a little facade, but he gives you a quick look, and he's like, "Ah, yes, that guy tried to escape Cronoa. Um, of course, anyone who escapes Cronoa or leaves Cronoa without the sage's permission is strictly forbidden, as you know."
Oh no, of course, of course. I see why now he was taken. I'm sorry for snooping around.
All good. Say hello to Esty and Xenon for me, will you?
Of course, of course.
Tell them Zeke. Uh, we'll stop by for some dinner later.
No worries, I'll get that message to them.
By the way, since you took the time to get here, your name?
I'm Iridessa Esper.
Iridessa Esper. Duly noted. Carry on. And he just goes back to training the monks.
Okay, then I think I'll leave the dojo.
brings you back here.
Hmm.
Are you on the map?
Yeah.
I don't see you.
Right here.
Oh, okay. Do you have any plans to visit anywhere in the town, or will you just head straight to the church?
Yeah, we could head straight to the church.
Okay. You head straight to the church. And as you enter the church, you hear the saintess talk about um doing her sermon for the other bishops in training here. And as you see, our sage has defeated the evil dragon Tiamat and sealed him away. Therefore, we put our faith in the sage and his ability to use Gaia, an unimaginable magic power granted by nature itself. We put our faith in Gaia, and we put our faith in the sage who uses Gaia, a series, a combination of magics that we must use to bless the people with and protect them. And that concludes today's sermon. I thank you on the history. I thank the history of our world, Isunia. Now, uh, will you excuse me? You then see the saintess glance at you for a brief moment and come come towards you. Ah, Iridessa! There you are. Where have you been?
Oh, I was just snooping around town. Just, just taking a nice little walk.
Did Xenon accompany you?
Uh, no, actually.
Huh, weird. He hasn't been here all day. Kinda a little worried. I mean, I know he's my right hand man, but usually he's back by then. Ah, I know. He must be at the farm. Iridessa, my dear, may you go check on him, please?
Of course.
By the way, while you're there, can you pick up any fruits or vegetables on your way back?
Of course. Would you like a large quantity or small?
Ah, nothing too big. You'll be dining with me and a guest today.
I look very much forward to that.
Very well. In the name of Gaia, Iridessa, may your travels be safe and swift.
As yours.
Right? And you head out towards back to town, where the fields will be north of town. Wait, hold on. Oh, other way. Um, you make it to the farm where all the local animals are. There's some sheep and two horses, and then a pig stall up ahead as well. Would you like to do anything here?
Mm, I would like to enter. What is this? A tavern? Like a little hotel?
It's like a little guest house for people who are traveling by, or like for the farmers essentially. It's where the farmers stay.
Yeah, I want to enter to where the farmers are.
You try knocking on the door, but it doesn't appear to be anyone here. There's
Oh,
no
hello.
response for about 5 minutes, so you assume no one's home.
And then I will now make my way to just collect some fruits and veggies in this.
All right, roll nature. You pull out 3 carrots, 3 cabbages, uh, a batch of grapes, and um, and 4 pumpkins, albeit small pumpkins, not the large ones.
Okay. I hope this is enough to please our guests this afternoon.
Can you also make a perception check?
Yes. Did you get it?
Yes, 12. Uh, Up ahead, you hear what appears to be laughter. So you assume that Xenon is up ahead.
I wonder who's laughing.
What you see up ahead is what appears to be 2 men having a conversation by a windmill. You slowly approach them, and one of them recognizes you. And Xenon is like, "Ah, you're Odessa! How have you been?"
Oh, Mr. Xenon, I've been well. I just got sent to collect some fruits and vegetables for a dinner we'll be having at the church later today with a very special guest.
Ah, I'm sure Estia sent you, yes?
Yes, you know how it is her um taking her orders, rightfully so.
Speaking of which, our guest here is a bishop from Altersphere, Yura. Say hello to Iridessa for me. Why? Hello there, Iridessa.
Hello there, how do you do?
Yes. Xenon explains that oh yeah, he's traveling from Altersphere to discuss some technological advancements that we might want to implement in the church, at least for our building. So we will
Oh,
entertain him tonight.
well, I look forward to hearing what new advances there are.
A pleasure. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've had a fun time talking with you, Xenon. I shall go greet the church and its brethren, if you don't mind. Ah, yes, of course, by all means. The priestess will be there waiting for you. And Yura heads off. Have you gathered what you needed, Iridessa?
Yes, Xenon, I luckily was able to forage many fruits and vegetables, and I hope to be able to prepare a great dinner.
All right. Well, do whatever else Estia asked you to do. Oh, and before you go, can you grab my supplies from the windmill? I'm kind of in a hurry.
Of course.
Thank you, Erdessa. I owe a lot to you and Estia.
Of course, Xenon. Safe travels.
Stay safe out there, Iridessa. Don't dawdle too long, or else dinner's gonna get cold. Right. The windmill map is under you, so you can just enter that way.
Enter.
So you see the bottom portion? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the stairs. Or you can just enter, yeah. Roll investigation.
Mm.
That's not a plus anything.
Hmm.
Um you search around the room where Xenon left his stuff, and it appears like a toolbox um around the corner there. And you decide to pick it up and take it with you, along with the bag of fruits and vegetables you found. You decide that you're going to put the bag of fruits and vegetables inside the toolbox so you would only have to carry one thing. Um, it is quite heavy now, but I think you can manage. Um, however, under that toolbox, a like flying photo, like kind of brushes off the under the toolbox, and it sort of flies under. What do you do?
Hmm. I wonder what this photograph must be. I guess I'll hold on to it for now. It might be important to Xenon.
Are you choosing not to look at it?
I looked at it. Yeah. I'm choosing to look at it.
Roll perception. You just see a young boy and a young girl, and you don't really pay attention to it. You just like, oh right, Xenon said dinner's gonna get cold. I should probably hurry on. So you head back. Oh, and you notice that the farm doors are open. No, seems like one of the animals got in. Just pretend the horse is in there.
Oh no, it seems that one of the animals has gone missing.
Will you check inside the farmhouse or will you head back to the church
I'll check inside the farmhouse.
or the barn? Sorry, I shouldn't say farmhouse. That's unprofessional. The barn.
I'll check inside the barn.
Other way. You notice the horse is managed to break in by like back kicking the door by the hoof prints. So you decide to open it, and you see the horse is like eating all the hay, like before it's like even scheduled to eat.
Mm, I try to see why the horse break in and eat the hay.
Okay, roll investigation. you see that the hay is like it smells different. Like normally hay doesn't really give off like a strong smell, but you notice that this hay is a little different. Um, that there's like a sweet succulent like air, fresh of air that it gives or scent it gives. Um, and which you find odd. So you decide to look around and see what's been causing it. In that corner, you find uh you find a key attached to um attached to like a little the bottom right of a shelf there with the note attached to it.
I hesitate a little, but I'll read the note.
The note reads this: It's year one being with the church. I don't know why they brought me here, but I've been here for a year under the sage's order. A survivor, if you will. They say they're going to help restore my image, whatever that means. But here I am. I'm suddenly no longer in the church. They took me somewhere in the middle of the night. I can't tell. But something is odd today. I don't know why. Before I got in, a young girl spotted me. I tried to communicate with her, but none of the moves or none of the movements were coming out. I guess I'll just leave this note and this key here that I managed to snatch from one of the guards. I don't know where this takes me, but I don't like it. Not one bit. And the note ends there.
Mm, I'll keep the note with me and the key.
Alright? You notice that the horse is like in your face now and like kind of gives you a friendly gesture before walking out of the barn. Um, so, what will you do?
Um, Now I'll make my way back to the church so I can drop off the fruits and vegetables that I collected in the toolbox.
Alright. And we are back here. Oh, wait, before you enter, sorry.
Mhm.
Before you enter the church, you see these two guys walk up. Whom you've never seen before. And they
Mhm.
walk out and they're like, "Oh, excuse us." And that's all they say to you. Uh, can you roll perception? You don't know these two people, but you're getting mixed vibes from them. Um, Not that it's enough to like really alert you or anything, but it's not often you guys get visitors, so it's probably just someone Estio or Xenon knew, and you just brush it off. All right, you can go ahead and enter now. Uh, do you say anything to them as you
My
walk?
dearest, oh, my dearest Esther, I have returned with what you said to go get.
Ah, Iridessa, a pleasure. Ah, yes. Set the cooking materials over there. I will set up the pot. Right, and she then sets like a pot on the table here to make food. Sorry for the last minute plans. We won't be able to go to any home for a bit, so we'll be cooking here. I hope that's not a burden to you or anything.
Oh, of course not. You know I would devote anything to the church and towards you.
Anyways, Yura and Xenon are talking, and they're like, "All right, Iridessa. It seems me and Estia will be away for a while. Are you okay with that? This might be our last meal together after all."
Oh my, I don't understand why this sudden rush to go. Is anything wrong?
Um, a lot of the political leaders are meeting soon, and they have invited us over. Yura here is the representative for Altersphere, where the meeting will take place. Why, yes, of course. I shall be taking them to Altersphere for a while. In the meantime, you will be taking temporary the place of the Saintess temporarily.
Well, I'm very honored for you to leave such trust in me to take care of the Saintess.
I'm sure you've known them for a while now, and at this time, Estia cuts him off. Oh dear Iridessa, it's been on my mind for a while, but there are things that we must do outside of the city, of course, and we cannot do this without a proper exit. You know this, of course, as laws in Cronoa are very strict.
Of course, I understand completely what you must do.
Uh, I cannot disclose any more details than that, but take good player take good care of this place, will you?
I will sit here waiting for your presence.
Yep. Oh, and the bed is over there, by the way. We don't have enough money to make any rooms, of course. So feel free to sleep here.
I'm thankful for your gratitude towards me.
Now then, we'll be off, but of course not before a meal. She then hands you a bowl of the soup she like made with the vegetables, and The vegetables you got.
Mm, good soup.
While I would be okay with Estia just leaving with Yura, I can't leave Estia by herself. I've been by her side for far too long. And, well, that requires me to leave as well. So I won't be able to protect you anymore, Iridessa. But I'm sure the knights here will do a fine job. As he also eats the stew.
Mm. I understand that your choices are in good faith and for the right of the people.
Yura then suggests, shall we leave before nightfall? Estia and Xenon. Why yes. Let's be off, Yura, Xenon. Iridessa, I'm sorry for the sudden leave. I know we didn't get to talk much today, but maybe make new memories for the future. For the future.
I appreciate you for coming and guiding my fellow leaders. Of course, to the future we can see what there is to prosper.
It has been a long 20 years, hasn't it?
I hope to understand this responsibility and I will take everything that you have taught me to my grave.
You then see Yura. I'll be heading out first. On your lead, you guys. Oh, and a pleasure meeting you, Iridessa. I hope this church prospers well in your lead.
Thank you for your kindness, Euro.
And he's off. Wow, time flies way too fast, huh? That soup went way too quickly. I hate awkward situations like these. Anyways, Iridessa, I know we've already said goodbyes like 20 times, but take care.
I will miss you all, but please confide in me with the responsibility of watching over this church.
A few hours go by after Yura, Xenon, and Estia leave, and you decide to do some cleaning up around the church. You clean for a couple of hours, and you decide that it's been enough for today. So you decide to sleep on the bed here on the right that Estia left for you, since housing is hard to get here. Um, However, after these couple of hours have passed, you notice that there's a note in your pocket that you didn't notice before, and that the mixed feelings you had earlier when that one guy walked out of the church starts to pass your mind. The note is attached to the side of your dress, which you did not notice before. Or envelope, sorry. It's like small envelope is attached to you. Because he rolled sleight of hand and he passed. So
Mm. I'm gonna open the envelope.
you open the envelope and there's a picture of that dude that walked out, albeit he looks much younger, and what appears to be a sort of mage with black aura, casting a spell in like this room, and next, left and right of him, appear to be what appear to be two vampires that look oddly similar to Estia and Xenon. What do you make of that
Um,
situation?
I'm I'm shocked, obviously, but I'm still not too. I'm just thinking like, oh, it must be a coincidence, or maybe someone was so devoted that they dressed up as them. But I try not to like think too much of it.
Um, as you're looking through the picture, you flip to the back, and there appears to be a signature written in blood with Estia and Xenon's name, and it looks like their handwriting.
That causes me to grow more suspicion and try to figure out like what's the point of this card and who was that man and why like where they come from, why did he put that note on me?
Okay. Uh, on the envelope itself, there's like a little piece of text, and it says, "Head to Imperia if you want more answers."
Then I'm heading to Imperia.
As it's happening, you decide to at least fall asleep for the day and head out in the morning. As the morning arises, you wake up, and as you wake up, do you want to exit the church?
Yeah.
As you exit the church, you don't know what you did, but one singular bat flies out of the church. Uh, actually, wait, I should make you roll for that. Anyways, one bat flies out of the church, and you try to make it out, and you like barely see it fly out, as if it was monitoring you. It's currently 5:30 in the morning, and not many guards are out. Seems people are still asleep. Shall you head out as well?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roll stealth. You're wearing armor? No, that shouldn't be the case. I'll figure that out. I'll say you pass for now. You sneakily leave Konoha past the gates. Appears the guards drank too much last night, and you got lucky.
Woohoo.
So begins the tale of four adventurers making their way to Imperia to figure out what in the world is going on between uh their intersecting stories. Now we bring ourselves to the city of Imperia. All of you, can you drag yourselves to the map?
All of us?
Yes, all of you. In different locations, but of course. You guys made it to the port of the city. Santi, you there?
Ah, I was muted. Hello, how's it going?
Please drag yourself
Give
out.
me, give me. Let me drag it, but give me a sec. I'll be back.
All right.
Hmm. Coffee. Hmm.
All right, I have returned.
All right, welcome back. Uh, you are the first to arrive. Um, Decius here with
Hmm.
Regil. Keep in mind the others haven't. The others are like trailing behind. They haven't met. You haven't met them yet. Huh. Well, sweet Amperia. Can't wait to set up a shop up here. What about you, Decius?
Well, I'm not the biggest fan of water. I'm gonna tell you that now.
No, this isn't the actual city. The city's up ahead. This is just the port.
This is just a port.
Yeah. How else are we gonna get in?
It's- Oh, I can't wait how to see how big the city is.
uh, just wait and see. Anyways, you got a meeting with the Goldwater Guild, I believe.
Old Water Guild.
I believe that's what Freed said, right?
Let's just say Free didn't clue me in on too many things for this mission.
Of course he dumps all the workload on me. Anyways, I guess I'll lay it all on you. I was Freed's intel provider, albeit I laid low. Usually stayed in the tavern, listening and observing information. But you got a direct invitation from the leader of the Goldwater Guild, Chance Casino.
Did you just say casino?
Yeah, it's a casino on the first floor. The guild is underground.
An underground guild. Have they perfected windows down there?
You can talk to Chance about that one. I'm sure
Well,
ventilation will be a treat.
Oriel, lead the way.
Well, it's up ahead. Just know I'm gonna check out every shop on the way.
Damn merchants.
With that, Yar, you are the second person to make it since your insane walking speed is faster than most mortals. You enter this town and you hear the sound of seagulls and water rushing and a lively town of merchants selling stuff right before you enter the city. Stuff you may or may not need, but they sell it
Hmm.
anyways.
Hmm. Me sent to Puny City. Wonder why.
Up ahead, you see what appears to be a bard and a and a robed figure uh walking up ahead.
I walk up to them.
Oh, come on, Decius, this is a steal. You can't stop me from this.
A steal. That's what I'm gonna need to do if you keep giving me these prices.
Oh, come on. It's only 10 silver.
10 silver. Do you know how much 10 silver would even get you? Not this, that's for sure.
All right, all right. I'm just testing your knowledge. Hey, is that an orc behind you?
Oh no. Better not be the Disris clan. I don't have a good history with their women.
Me am Yard. Me looking for work. You wildling gang.
Regal, I'm telling you right now, man, you're gonna have to speak to this guy because I won't be able to hold the conversation.
What? You
You
can't throw this on
calling
me.
me?
He approached you first.
I found inspiration. I must go right. You deal with this.
Wait, hold up.
Wait. I grab. I use my strength to grab him on by the shoulder just to make sure he doesn't walk away.
Roll strength.
Strength or athletic?
Strength.
Got you.
Not saving throw, by the way. Regular strength. That'll pass. Roll a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Decius. No, Decius. Roll a strength
Oh.
strength saving throw.
Rank saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a sec.
Can you get a 21?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, he
Ah!
definitely.
No!
Oh yeah. Yar definitely
Tragedy.
grabs you by the shoulders.
Tragedy. Tragedy.
Listen, big man. Uh,
We can talk about this.
we can definitely talk about this. It won't. Well, the way you're speaking, let's go one word at a time, please.
We can.
You calling me stupid?
Damn.
No, buddy, I could never call you stupid. It's more like, what is it, linguistically challenged?
What is that?
It's more or less as, Regal, throw me a helping hand here, will you?
Um, as you say that to Regil, he's gonna roll a stealth check. You see Regil slowly walk away, and then he sees you call him, like, huh? What?
Regal, I need you to help me here, man. He's gonna crush me.
Uh, your name was Yar, yes?
My name is Yard. Yes. You merchant dude? Your name?
Name's Regil Ryugard. Traveling merchant.
Reggie.
Or that.
Red.
That works too.
And you, Mr. Sound Salmon, trying to escape like a fish?
My
Dang.
good sir, Yar,
Dang.
for I am one of many tales. I am the famous Decius Spring at your service.
You are sweet talker.
I would not say sweet talker, my good man, more or less as I speak to the heart.
Mm.
Sweet talker, I mumbled.
What?
All right.
Now I ask
where
kindly
you?
put me down.
All right, I let go, and
Okay.
I ask, "Where you going? You don't come from here, no?"
I'm gonna safely take a step back real quick. No, I do not come from here. I am visiting. We're on a trip.
Trip.
Yes, I'm looking for inspiration for thy song. And
Inspiration.
yes, my good friend, and you are an inspiration, my good friend.
Thank you.
No,
So
I
what
just
music you making of me?
well that my friend would have to take some time, for I must compose every single part of this song.
You then see like Rego like move to the right of you. Anyways, you're looking for a job, yes?
Yes.
You're in
Me
luck.
looking for a job.
This guy's also getting a job at the
This
guild,
guy's
so follow him.
Oh, he getting job as I walk closely to him.
I'll walk
I
a little further away. Yes,
Rego,
a job.
Rego walks just like you, and he pats you on the back. You got this, buddy. I'm gonna go open up shop, and he runs off.
Damn, Reginald. You'll pay
Uh,
for this.
by the way, the guild is the biggest building. You can't miss it.
If it's as big as this guy, I'll definitely not miss it.
At this point, people are wondering what a commotion's about, and Senshi, you walk in on all this commotion as
what?
well. Like the crowd is just staring at Decius and Yar.
What in the world is going? What is that? An
Uh,
orc?
Hey, Yar.
uh,
Was it, buddy?
as you're walking into the port of the city, these monks like throw you onto the ground, and you are in the midst of all this commotion that's happening in the middle.
No, what the? Did
And
y'all really have to throw me?
yeah, these monks
Jesus.
throw you like behind the orc. Have fun, and they just leave.
me turn around and
Man,
stare at
y'all
the
need
man
to.
on the floor.
What in the world is that? I'm sorry. My eyes see. Is that an orc I see?
Yeah, so
Yes,
you
me.
are currently at the on the floor looking up at an orc or half orc.
Why is there an orc? What in the world? Hello? Can someone explain what's going on here? Hey, yo,
I am
you with the instrument? What's going on here?
Instrument. You dare
Man, just
insult
answer the
this?
question.
It is my soul. You do not ask Bard a
I'm
simple
sorry,
question.
man with the soul. What's going on here?
Oh well. Anyways, I'm not sure myself. This art came up to me, kind of got onto me. He's looking for a job. You're looking for a job. Hey, you guys should travel
Did you
together.
say he grabbed onto you?
But yeah, man.
Hey, man, didn't know
Kind
you
of.
were in orcs.
Hey, man. I'm into whatever moves that sometimes. It just
Uh,
depends whether it looks good enough. This orc, I'm not into.
better than being betrayed by your own brother. Anyway, so
you there.
yes.
You
Oh, hello, orc, Hurts. You have a name?
Yari.
your sharp
Yar,
as he
like
points to
yar
his
that rhymes with har, like hardy har har.
Yari, he's laughing
me,
at you.
Hey, wait a minute.
me, you
No,
making fun of me as I walk
no.
to the floor.
He found it funny. So he's just trying to relay that and push it on me. Don't
Yar.
push my friend.
He made
I
that
turn
joke towards you. I
You
wouldn't
don't
take
even
that.
know this guy.
Me and Yar are good friends.
You
We
just
said so
met him.
earlier.
You just said you met him.
Roll persuasion, Decius.
You, you just said you just met him.
Roll persuasion, Decius.
He's-
This is
yes.
my school.
That convinces you, Yar. He say you friend.
Mm, you are my friend. As I
That's
walk
right,
and
Yar.
I bear hug him.
Oh, no. Yar.
Yo, break his bones while you're at it, yeah?
Roll strength.
Hey, yo, how you doing up there, over there, man? The soul? You're not looking
Oh,
so
no.
This is definitely a hug of the lifetime. I
Hey,
mean,
hey, man. Hey, I guess it is good having an orc friend around, huh? Anyway,
Yar, the
where
sun's
am I?
getting real low, big guy.
Hey, yo, wait a minute. You really use
Me,
that.
me
Um,
looking for work. You coming with us?
I, you you know what? Sure, why not?
Yes, we make group.
Yar, Yar, that's great. Put me down, buddy.
No,
It's turning
no.
a bit.
You know what? He looks like he needs a little help walk. I think you should just continue holding him until we get where we need to go.
roll persuasion, Senshi.
This is gonna be a horrible roll.
Who sent you?
Yeah.
Me. This is going to be a very horrible roll. You know what? Nat 20 right now.
I'll be surprised if it is.
It's not going to be.
Who
Uh,
laughed like that?
Hmm. Me
At
think
least I
I
take
should
the
put
5
you
and not the
two.
nat
you
1.
you tell Yar to keep holding on to Decius, but then Yar remembers that you just made fun of him, so now
Nope, deck save. Deck
Yar
save.
is just mad
Nope.
at you.
Nope, deck save. I'm
Hmm.
running. Nope.
You get hugged too now.
Nope, deck save. Deck save. Nope. Can
Yar,
I dot? Can I roll a deck save or agility to
You
get out
want
the
to
way?
dodge his grab?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Are
Do
you
I need
grabbing?
what?
Are you grabbing him, Yar?
I am grabbing him with my other arm.
He just said, yeah.
Okay,
Is it deck save, acrobatics, or agility?
deck save.
Please be a good save. Like, no!
You like do this weird squat motion to dodge his grab,
Not today.
and
Man.
you roll over to the side, just to avoid like him yeah.
Not today. Nice to meet you, Yar. Senshi. But we can hold off on the hugs till next time. Yeah.
Yes. As I
Anyway,
let go
let's
of
get work.
yes, what you are.
What am I?
What are you?
I'm black.
uh,
What is
well,
that?
Roll persuasion for that. Actually, I'm just kidding.
It's a race.
Natural one.
Probably a nat 1. No, you're not black. You're white.
Okay, carry on,
you're
carry
not
on.
black, you're white. Ah!
uh,
How do you even persuade somebody to? You know what? I'm a monk. Okay, I'm a monk.
Rego
Okay,
comes
I
back.
fight.
Rego comes back, and he yells from far behind, "Hey, what's taking you guys so? Oh, I see.
Yeah, Reginald.
Anyways, I talked with with Mr. Casino, and
Why are you so
he's
far away? Get
ready.
in there.
He's ready for you guys. Well, he's ready for you, Decius. I'm not sure who you two are, but yeah.
We're past friends, I guess you could call us.
Well, Yar, go ahead and head out.
As you two are walking towards Rego, Iridessa, you barely made it to the city gates.
Should we move forward a bit?
Yeah, you should move forward a bit.
Yeah, I'm moving forward.
You take a moment to admire this new like scenery, because growing up, all you've seen was the Kernoan marketplace, and it hasn't been as big as this. Not only that, you barely witnessed three men arguing with each other in the
Four
center.
big gut.
Gosh damn
Yeah.
it! And you
I'm
decide to
sorry,
follow
my
them.
opportunity was there.
You haven't interacted with them yet, but you decide to follow them because it appears that they're going to report to a guild, which piques your curiosity.
Mhm.
So you three head on first, and then Iridessa will be like trailing behind slowly.
Last one that gets their pays for the bill at the tavern later.
Let's arm wrestle that one.
Huh?
And you guys
Let's
make it
arm
to the
wrestle
bridge.
Bill.
All right.
Well, actually, hold up, real quick. What is your character's name again? B, TB,
Senshi.
Senchi, Senchi,
Senshi.
SENSHI. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is your what are you, a monk?
Monk, yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry, I gotta put these notes down.
No, you're
Oh
good.
yeah, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the campaign. You guys should probably take notes. Just in
Brother.
case. Just in case I forget something.
Brother tells us this after like everyone's gone through
Well,
their
I
whole
mean,
backstory. Like, take
I'm
notes,
gonna
guys.
upload the I'm gonna upload the bot. But just in case I forget anything,
Sigh of relief. Okay.
um, just in case I forget anything, or maybe I planned something but then forgot to put it in.
Okay.
It's stuff like that. Just keep track of
All
stuff.
right.
Because sometimes I won't be able to keep track of everything. Let's be real here.
All right. I can keep track of a good amount of things.
I
Like,
can keep
kind of
track of a good
everything's fine.
amount, but there'll be some things that I'll like I think I butchered it like last time, right?
Hey, yo, Yar, keep up, man.
If I were you, man, I
Mm,
wouldn't tell him that.
Man,
Or
Reginald turns around on the bridge and he's like, I think that young girl's following us.
huh?
I turn around and I
What?
look. You there?
Since Yar turned around first, roll perception.
Let me
Who
see.
Yar? Who you is Yar rolling or am I rolling it?
Yar is rolling.
Yar.
Okay,
That's a
that's
plus.
kind of. Oh,
That's a
that's a good.
that's a +1.
That's a
That's a
minus
minus
That's
one.
one.
minus one.
So 12.
Minus.
That's minus.
Yeah, it's 12.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, are you hiding, Iridessa?
Yes.
Roll stealth.
Nat 20 incoming. I
Oh, unfortunately, that is not enough to hide from.
heavy armor.
I don't know why she has heavy armor. That's weird.
Huh.
I'll give you the 11 because I don't know why the heavy armor is there, but that's still not enough to pass.
I would just say double it just because I don't know why.
No, no,
So
no. I'm taking the
yeah,
11.
all right. Let's do that. That's unfortunate.
So you're like hide or like casually hiding, but Yar like notices you like in the corner.
What's up, big guy? What do you see?
Hmm?
I see woman following us.
Yes, right, Yar. That's right. Follow her back.
Wait a minute. What? Wait, there's a woman following us? Oh, you're joking.
I will stay back here and watch from afar.
Oh, you're joking.
You there?
I was just trying to hide.
What you're doing?
What you doing? If you're
Yar,
trying to hide, you're not doing a good
Yar,
job.
you have inspired song for me, Yar. I have it for you, my friend.
Oh God, please someone throw a rock.
All right, Iridessa, you see this huge orc approaching you and asking what you're doing. What will you do?
I have seemed to lost my way to the loo. Could you please redirect me?
Ain't no way.
That's a
To the
persuasion check,
loop.
no?
Yes, I was just trying to find a way to the loo and I lost like my way and I just kind of stumbled upon a whole bridge and everything.
I was captivated by 3 grown men arguing.
Those are lies. Yar, she is speaking lies. Grab her. I know
Me
women's
Roll
grab
hearts.
her.
persuasion.
So I gotta pull up like a little screen every time you tell me that.
You know you can minimize your thing, right?
Nice. I minimize. What do you mean minimize?
Here, let me show it real fast.
Because I have it as a separate page, smaller.
No, okay. So let me show my screen.
Mhm.
Okay. Because I don't know how you guys have it. Because I only have one screen, so I'm not trying
So
to.
you see this page I have up?
Huh?
Double click the top.
Oh, you're lying.
No, and then you have it right here, and you just double click it again.
Okay, let me
Girls
double
like
click
I
it.
have logic.
Nope, it made it bigger when I double clicked it.
You have to be on this page.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm on that page.
And you just double click the top.
Do I have to close it and then open it again?
I think you have to.
Make
Okay.
sure it's not like a tab. Make like if you
Yeah,
have a separate tab, delete it and go to the little newspaper. And that first one, it's not gonna be like a tab. It's just gonna be black at the top. Double click it when it's like that.
yeah. So it's like this. That way you can
It's
just have it
not.
on the side.
Hold on. Let me show you what I have. Right? Look,
Click on your name.
You got it?
okay, and then zip by double click.
Wait, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Click on your
No,
name.
no.
No, click on
Click
your
on your name.
click on Desia
Click
Spring.
on your player.
The players in the fold.
Essia Spring.
Desia Spring.
You're right.
yeah. I click on it and it opens that.
Drag it into the page. No, drag the tab, the tab that opened when you clicked it. Drag it into the page.
Oh my god, the fuck am I doing? Where the did I? Oh,
Maybe at the
you know,
bottom, like it's not from those tabs, but like it's separate.
So you're saying it opened a separate tab
yeah.
or a separate window? Sorry, drag the window into roll 20. I think it should work.
Did it pop out something on another page?
It's opening a new window for him. I don't know why.
No, yeah, that's how mine was at first, but I just deleted the window and then opened it, and it appeared like on the thing.
Sorry guys for technical difficulties.
No, it's okay.
You know what? We're just gonna continue like that. It doesn't matter.
Okay, we'll fix it after. We'll fix
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah. We'll fix it later. All right, all right, all right.
Persuasion 16. You persuade. What were you persuading Yar to do again?
Grab her.
Grab me.
Huh?
Yar, roll strength.
All right.
Rose has got to be everybody. Well, not me. I'm sorry.
Do you want to avoid the grab, or are you just gonna let him grab you?
Um, well, my character sheet is white. It went blank. Oh, there it is.
It's probably
But
just lag.
yeah, he could grab me.
Alright, Yar, you grab Iridessa.
Me and we are. Me looking for work. Maybe you also looking for work.
Atta boy. That's how we speak to women.
Oh my gosh.
I'd hoped you'd ask my name first.
Wait, don't I
You
recognize you?
came.
Oh,
I'd also hope that you wouldn't lie to us.
bro, you're all the way over there. Get over here.
I
Your
forgot to
name.
drag my character.
Hmm?
My big buddy here asked your name. I say you give it to me before he crushes you.
I'm Eridissa Esper. And who are you? 3.
Oh, brother.
Yar. Yar have a sharp axe.
What was your last name?
Yar sharp axe.
Your sharp bags.
Sharp
Sharp
axe.
axe. Sharp axe. I got you, Yar. Don't worry about it.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Sharp Axe.
Don't I recognize
You.
you? Oh,
Keep in mind, it's been a couple days since you guys traveled. So,
Yar's a little tired.
you were saying, Senchi?
I was asking, do I recognize you from somewhere?
I can't tell if you've been any of the beggars towards the church, or
I,
you do seem a bit familiar.
rest assured, I wasn't a beggar. Oh, now I remember. Right, you got in the way when I was.
Roll history.
Oh, God, brother.
Roll history.
Might as well forget about me and remember where I started from because this is gonna be a horrible roll. You know what? Nat 20 incoming. Oh, that's close
15.
enough.
That's a +2. Yeah, that's pass.
Oh yeah, now I remember. I bumped into you when I was running to my, well, former dojo.
Ah, yes, you were the monk that got exiled.
That to be me.
I heard of your
And
heinous crimes.
I'm sorry, what?
I know what you
Crimes?
did.
Crimes? What are you talking about?
I know why you got exiled.
Oh, really? Enlighten me then. Why did I get exiled if you know so much?
You tried to escape. That's the root of rule. Anyone that tries to escape gets exiled.
Try to. Ah, let me guess. You talked to somebody named Zeke, right?
I might have ran into him.
Right. So I guess he failed to mention the fact that we're brothers. I guess he forgot to mention that fact, didn't he? And I didn't run away. What happened was, well, not that it really matters anyway, but I was exiled for, how do you say it, having a conscience and a moral clause per se.
Must be
So
adopted.
I second that because I don't know how you and Zeke are related.
I'm sorry, that's not even more. Go ahead.
Did you like that one, Yar?
Oh,
I
you
mean,
Maybe.
oh
not
you actually
wrong.
you actually told him that as Decius. Okay. Oh.
Huh?
I thought that was just a side joke. Did you actually
Yeah,
said that
well,
out loud? Okay.
Yeah.
for those who don't, I think it's an inside joke for those that do know.
Oh wait. Ah! I'm sorry. I didn't know. I forgot about that.
All good.
I'm like, are
Oh
you
yeah,
saying that?
Um,
you
I'm like,
actually
are you saying that in character, or are you saying that like actually saying
No, that was. Wait. Hold up. Pause real quick. For those of you who
I
don't
didn't
know,
catch on.
for those of you who don't know, Terrence is actually adopted.
Yes, yes.
that?
So
Man, why you
I,
saying that on my
we
stream,
all
dog?
know.
No, 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 no. We leave that. We leave that on Discord, bro. Bro, out here exposing other people on my Twitch channel, bro.
well, okay then. That's
We're on
wow.
Twitch.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
on Twitch this
that's
entire
true.
time.
Hi, Twitch.
Okay, streaming. Yeah. Well,
Anyways,
that's definitely wow. I see.
look, guys,
This
there's
is
nothing
episode
wrong with being
one, by the
adopted.
way.
There's nothing wrong with being adopted. It's like that.
Any back to what I was saying. Yes. Yes. Zeke is unfortunately my brother.
Hmm.
Before he told you before he told you that I was exiled for running away, he committed he smashed two people's skulls together. A job that I had initially refused. Therefore, he gave me the option. Well, I basically told him I gave him my birthright of ruling the dojo, and well, now we're here.
At this time, Iridessa, you decide to perform a little detective work in your head. Zeke killing two people and smashing the skull in,
He
the
can
sudden
never.
leave, the sudden leave of Estia and Xenon, and the sudden appearance of Yura. You're starting to notice something wrong with Cronoa.
Well, that's it. You priests seem to all have been. How do I say it?
Um, make a religion check, uh, Iridessa.
Religion.
Make a religion and history check. Sorry.
Oh my,
Damn.
that's confirmed. Give him an
Just
RNG.
religion
Plus
and
four. That's 13.
history.
14. Nice.
Uh,
13 and 14.
you're not quite sure why. You're not quite sure what the picture means still. The one that strange man gave you, but for some reason, you feel like the man who gave you that picture seems so familiar. Almost like he's someone you met in your childhood, but you kind of blurred out those memories because you were so busy
Mm,
working to become a bishop. It's lingering on the back of your mind, so you can't help but think about it, but nothing is coming to your mind.
okay.
There's clearly a correlation, but your only lead is Senshi,
That'd be me.
and uh, this so-called guild they're going to. They might have information as well.
Well, can I ask Yard to let go of me?
I let go.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Are you guys done with your introductions?
It's,
Yeah,
yeah.
this
By the way,
ragtag group.
you could say that again. By the way, since we're doing introductions, I'll do mine really fast. My name is Redro
Uh,
Ryugard. I'm from Revale. Well, you could say the southern part of it.
Hmm.
Nice to meet you, I think.
Anyways, you can call me Gil. I'm a traveling merchant, and well, let's just say if I don't get the discount, I'll do things the merchant way. Anyways, the Goldwater Guild is up ahead. Um, see, I will take you guys there when you guys are ready.
We go now.
Yes, Yar, we go.
Yeah,
Hey,
buddy.
Yar, do you think the waters are actually gold, Yar?
Water, gold.
Yeah. If you see some, you should try to drink it.
Are you scared of water?
No, no. The thing isn't my fear of water. The thing is what's in the water.
And what might be in
Hmm.
the water?
Well, probably not this water, Yar, but there's waters far dangerous than we can know.
I think we
Yes.
should send you down to test it out for us, no?
You
Depends.
want to swim for
If
free?
it's if it's gold, I'll take as much of that water as I can.
You're not finding gold at the bottom of that water, buddy. Hey, here, that's you follow. Okay, there you go.
Is that? Are you actually gonna jump in the water?
What? What?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Step back.
Also,
You take a step back.
Erudisi, you might want to switch your name at the bottom where it says as to your character's name.
Oh yeah.
Should we all do that?
All right, and you guys are off to the Goldwater Guild, right?
Yes, we are off to the
Sure. Yeah.
Goldwater
Yeah.
Guild, following our good friend Reggie.
Over here, where I'm pinging. Ah, yes. Fresh, open beach air. It'd be a good time resting here for once.
Any tavern?
Not bad, huh? Oh, tavern?
Yes.
You don't know, do you? The Goldwater Guild leader is a bartender.
Ooh, even better. Let's go now.
You really like your beer, huh? Also,
Me love grog, especially.
Senshi, please drag yourself on the map.
I whoops. Where's everybody else at?
Bro, he's all everywhere, bro.
Oh, whoops.
Alright, we probably shouldn't dawdle any longer. Let's head inside. And he leads you all the way over here.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, someone used the slash TP.
Alright.
What is an advanced dice roller?
Ooh, fancy.
Where is it? Alright. You see this guy.
Oh, brother.
Was that Luigi?
No, that's not Luigi.
Bro, missed opportunity for Luigi DS game.
I will change it later. And you see the receptionist who greets you. Welcome on into the Goldwater Guild.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Uh,
Everybody gamble?
let's see. We have Desia Spring, Senshi Kurai, Iridase Esper, and Yarsharp Axe. Where is
Yes.
Huh?
We got sharp packs.
That's weird. I thought there would be 5 of you coming in today. Is there no
5?
Atlas? Is there
Remember,
no Atlas Vassir with you?
Who's that?
um,
Like, Lee, I
no,
don't
we
know
don't
what
know
you're
what that
talking
is,
about.
honestly.
Huh?
You know something we don't.
Strange. I was told 5 of you would be coming in today.
Wait a minute. This is the team?
Team? What do you mean team?
Wait, were you guys not told about this?
Talk about what? What are you
Oh,
talking about?
oh no. This is hurting my head. Let's just keep moving.
Rest assured, you were the only
I'm gonna
one.
gamble.
You were the only one that was told, Decius. Relax.
So what's going on here? We're owed an explanation, I'd say.
Looks like we'll get one soon.
Let's say a series of events I orchestrated to bring you here. No, not really, but
Well, as long
I
as
was
you
say, yeah,
got me
we're
out of
gonna
that
have a
shit
lot of
water hole.
explaining to do.
we we are looking for members to fight the Velsarians. And you guys happen to tag along with Decius,
No, no,
albeit
no, 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 no. Yeah, no tagging along. We just wandered
Oh no.
here by some sharp coincidence.
I am agreeing with this Senshi guy. Listen, nobody said who would be going against.
I'm still looking for the loo.
rest assured.
Wait, that was
if, you,
real?
if you go to the hall and right, you'll find the Lily, right? No, okay.
No, it's not real. Unless.
No, yeah, I kind of did need to go to that traveling.
Oh, um,
Rest assured, you
uh,
guys will have your rooms and stuff.
rooms?
Um, were you not informed, Senshi? I thought I sent
I
envelope.
mean, I kind of didn't have a choice about where I was going. That was kind of taken out of my hands, like quite literally. I was literally like carried here or forced to walk here. So, and then I was tossed. So I literally have no idea what's going on. But like, it's not like I have anywhere else to go. So, yeah, I'll stick along, stick around.
And Yar,
Like, can I
Koji
get a
of
weapon though?
I'm sure Koji told you to come here.
Yes. I show badge.
Ah, yes, the Wild Gang mercenaries. All right. And you, young lady, your report just came in recently. I'm sure you're not here for the guild, but the more the merrier.
I'd like to stick around with this bunch and see what happens.
I'm so confused.
And the church in Cronoa is doing well,
Yeah.
judging by your
Why,
appearance.
why, yes, it's doing more well than ever.
Unfortunately.
You
Unfortunately,
you don't sound very convinced. But for
well,
that matter, we shall discuss later. For those of you who are registering with the guild, please register with my receptionist, Claria.
You get a gamble.
He just looks at you and walks over to his
Yeah, no fun.
and walks over to the bar. Now then,
As we
shall we
call
get you
him.
registered?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
You know you don't have to join the guild forcefully if you weren't if you never received an invitation, right?
I mean, where else am I gonna go?
Well, I know I'm not registering.
What, backing out already?
No, you just can't hold a bar to a guild.
What?
We're free spirits. We roam. We gain our stories, our strengths. A
Again,
guild
you
would
must miss the
only.
part where I wasn't roaming on my own free will here.
Oh yeah, by the way, the pay is 100 gold a month.
Where do we sign up?
Yoink.
Ooh.
Right here, thank you.
That does come with benefits.
I thought you weren't a
Right.
guild person.
Oh,
Yes.
slow your rolls, and she let them
Hey,
talk.
your words, not. Hey, what the?
Wait. Are you guys
One
walking?
must
No, you're talking to the receptionist.
appreciate.
It's the receptionist that said it.
Oh, this is the receptionist.
Yes.
I'm walking around in
Bro,
excitement.
I thought the poker player was a receptionist.
No, he's the guild leader.
Oh,
One must appreciate the riches given by those above.
100 gold, you say?
Listen here, religious lady.
wait, didn't you already? You came from a church. Don't you already have money? Judging by if I remember correctly, they paid their priestesses quite well.
Oh, Senshi, how little you know.
Little I know, I'm literally from there.
Did you ever get paid enough to actually live?
I wasn't a priest. Yes, bishop,
Ex-
whatever you are.
Then
I
you
do
wouldn't
my
know.
work through hard dedication and love. No amount
Oh,
of money could ever buy my heart.
So what
But
you're
I will
saying is you
sign up
pay.
for this guild for 100.
I'm
I do
guessing
I'm
my
they
work
give
happy
you
real
to
hard.
take
food.
money.
I mean, at least the orc understands that money is well essential to living, quite literally.
That is why Yar is my favorite out of you guys.
Dreas, I swear, it's Dreas, right?
It's
No,
Claria.
Not what?
Oh, Decius.
it's
Decius.
this
Thank you,
spring.
Decius, bro. You literally just said you didn't. You know what? Okay.
It would do you good to remember the name, young monk.
It's nice to see that the youth are finally. It's
I
nice to
will
see you guys
take
finally
that
interacting.
mission out of your hand.
I
Uh,
don't think you'd have the gall.
What is that?
you then see Claria start to check off stuff on her list, and she's like, "Oh, well, all right, you guys are ready to go." And she hands you a key to your room.
Where is nearest
Bro,
bar?
Rooms are that way.
no, he said bar.
Oh, this is the bar.
Oh, we all
Oh,
serve.
we drink for registration.
You can.
Alright.
Can
What's your
Yar?
strongest drink?
But do you really want to spend your newfound gold on drinks?
Do we
Wait, don't
get
priestesses not drinks?
That's a question for you, Iridessa.
Uh,
Don't you guys like? Aren't you guys like prohibited from drinking? If I remember correctly.
yeah. The religious people are.
Yes, they are.
Oh, what a
Unless it,
shame.
Yeah,
oh, unless it's wine.
yeah, I
What a
can't
shame.
drink unless it's. That doesn't
Oh,
mean I didn't bring some of my own holy wine.
sounds like something the church would do.
what makes
Yar.
wine holy?
It must be good, Yar. That's what makes it holy.
Our
Hmm.
strong. Wait, who asked for the strongest drink?
Me.
Yar. Oh, well,
Me
Senshi
also.
and Yar.
I drink.
Are you sure you want our strongest drink?
Yes.
Man, if you understood what I've been through these past 2 days, you definitely understand.
All right. 2 shots of
You have
dog water.
no idea.
Two shots.
What?
2 shots of dog
What?
water.
The strongest alcoholic drink.
Yeah. What do you think I'm making?
You just said dog water?
Dog water.
All right. I chug it.
You don't even have it yet.
You see the guild, the bartender start concocting it, and he pours the shots on the table up here, and he slides it for you guys.
Wait, where?
Up where he's at.
Besides on the table.
Up where he's at.
Oh, we need to go over there.
Yeah, you need to go
Is
over
that-
there.
Over the top, right?
Yeah, where the little seats are by the table.
I'm not going to
Ooh,
drink.
a
I will
piano.
stay chill.
Decius, get over here, bro.
Are you
This
threatening
is your
or
fault.
are you
This
threatening
is your
him?
fault, Decius.
Are you threatening him or are you persuading him?
No, I'm just telling him to get over here, bro. This is your fault. We're all here apparently because of you, so you kind of have a choice.
I should not drink.
We all got roped in because this is your little thing. You will come drink with us.
Yar can have my drink.
Really, coward.
You too weak for drink?
Dang,
Yar.
he is. He is, y'all. He is. He is.
No, Yar. I just think that you're too strong for
Are you
drink.
wait, Yar, are you threatening Decius?
Yes.
Roll intimidation.
Oh.
Roll intimidation.
I would hate for this. I would hate for this to be a nat one.
Oh.
Oh.
Um You space out too much and forget what you're gonna say to Decius.
Oh well,
Um,
it's alcohol time. So this is your
drink.
strongest drink, huh?
I just say drink. Let's drink. You joining Miss Priestess
You know,
with your holy wine?
I'm still trying to find the loo.
someone please tell us where the restroom is.
Yes, go with my receptionist, Claria, and she will be more than happy to guide you there.
Enjoy
Who is
your fine drinking, gentlemen.
Yeah,
who's
definitely. Don't. Uh,
who is the Lou?
it's not a who. It's a what. It's basically the restroom, if I remember correctly,
Oh wait, it's over here. Sorry.
Oh,
brother.
This way.
Well, time to. Well, this is the strongest drink you have.
Yes.
Well, thumbs up.
enjoy, enjoy your dog water.
Is that a constitutional? A constitution check?
Constitution what?
roll, roll. Uh, hold on.
Oh God.
Constitution?
Oh brother. Not this again.
Yeah, roll Constitution saving throw.
Oh, not this again. Oh, wait. He's fine.
Well, that's a plus
He's
five.
fine. He's
Um,
fine. Me, on the other hand,
yeah, you feel the sting of the drink yarn, but
I'm
nothing you can't
perfectly
handle.
fine. I'm perfectly fine.
Um,
It's 19.
one shot of dog water down. It's a
One.
very strong drink, and it it hits you with that you know that feeling when you're asleep and then you suddenly like burst open, right?
When you're
Ah,
sleeping,
mm,
suddenly burst open
No, like you suddenly like your body like jerks, right?
and you jolt up,
No,
like jolt awake.
yeah, when you jolt awake, right? That's the feeling, you
Oh,
guys. That's the feeling for the first shot.
oh, well, that was not bad.
ah.
That wasn't bad.
Another round?
Oh, you
Think you
guys are
can, think you
bold.
can keep up?
Sure.
I
Here we go.
I kind of whispered to the bartender, "Hey, how much are these shots gonna cost them?"
Uh, he then winks
Around
at
the
you.
house.
Oh no.
Around the house. Do you have to roll another Constitution save?
You drinking another one?
We
Yeah.
did.
All right, he pours another shot of he pours another shot of dog water and hands it to you guys.
Here you go. Bottoms up again. Oh,
Oh, oh no.
Oh no.
oh
You
God.
decide that you were going to drink four shots at once, and you jerk so bad you fall back off the chair,
Bang.
It's unconscious.
and you have like a mini like jolt of seizure, like a mini seizure jolt, and you just
Uh,
pass out.
oh, Yar, buddy, Yar? Yar? Oh boy.
Yo, I think he got knocked the fuck out.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine.
Somehow, your second shot down, you feel another jolt. It's stronger than the last one since it's the second one, but you tank it just fine. Wow, never thought I'd seen an orc pass out before a human.
Well, we monks are resilient and, you know, not succumbing to effects like this. We're kind of trained for it.
Aren't you monks like poison trained? Isn't it kind of cheating?
I don't know. Is it? I don't see a rule book.
Would you like a glass of poison to find out?
Sure, why not? Wait, you have poison on hand?
Well, therefore weapon materials, specifically
Wait,
for
how does.
bullets.
Oh. Hmm. Do I want to drink poison?
See, I could, but I'm gonna hold myself back here and not to give you the poison, and you can carry
Why
on your
hold
day.
yourself back? Why hold yourself back? We're all having fun.
I don't know. That's fun.
No, it's not fun for Yar since he's kind of, knocked out.
I can't
You
have new
think?
recruits dying on the first day on the job, can I?
I mean, Yeah, fair
Well,
point. How
it's a
we give
gamble.
it to Decius over here?
It's a gamble.
Um, how about you give it to the monk, and I'll heal him.
Do you have any poison healing effects? Do you wake up?
I think Yara's still knocked out, right?
Let me check. I'm not even sure.
You know what? I probably should pass because we need to get this man up to his room. And
Do you wake up? No, you're passed out.
I probably shouldn't drink because I need to help Decius get Yara up to his
How
room.
about next round? Next round, you can roll another Constitution save and to get up.
Oh, huh? Next round.
No, no, for Yar, not for you.
Oh, I'm. I was gonna stop on liquor.
Are you drinking the
You know
poison or
what?
no?
Oh, got you.
Drink the
No, we're not gonna
poison.
drink the
Drink the
poison.
poison.
Do
Man,
not drink the poison.
what's the worst that could happen? You can heal me, right?
I don't think so.
Roll
But
persuasion.
you just, but you just said, who the one persuading me? All right.
Also, who are you persuading?
Uh,
Um,
Decius.
Okay.
persuading me that he can drink it.
Nat 20. Here we go.
There's no way he gets that 20 back to back.
Well,
That's not advantage. That's
I
plus
know, I
one.
know, I know. Come on.
Uh, you make very little progress, but you do kind of uh you peak Decius' curiosity, but he's like not having it right now.
God damn it. Fine. I'll pass on the poison for now.
We should try to get Yar awake. You happen to have a wake up call behind that bar.
Yeah, probably right.
You can just slap him awake. The reverse jolt should wake him up.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
Yeah, I don't want to be the one waking up the big guy with the smack.
Strength, right?
Yes.
Actually, I'm excited, but I'm probably gonna roll horribly on this. Yeah, I don't see this one playing out. I don't see this playing out right. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Yar, what's your armor class?
16.
What's
3.
okay?
No,
Yeah, that works.
that's 22. Oops.
Yeah,
Whoop.
you slap Yarn and he jumps up immediately.
Hey, welcome back to the world of living, buddy.
More.
No more. No
Yar,
more for you.
no.
No more for you, Yar. No more.
Yar, no.
You literally you had a whole fucking seizure and passed out. No more for you. No more, Yar. No more dog water.
No dog water? Okay,
No
No.
tomorrow.
dog water. Not tomorrow.
Yar,
Sure, whatever.
buddy, how about no more dog water at all?
I don't think you can handle it.
I handled first one. Second one got me by surprise because of the 4-shot combination.
I mean, you know what? Let the man try it one more time.
Tomorrow.
Why not?
Let's get on to bed today.
How about you guys go to your rooms and we'll discuss what you guys will be doing.
All right.
I'm sure you
Going
guys
on
have
a
had a
trip.
long, rough travel, right?
You could say that again.
Mm.
Literally got kicked out of my own damn home country. Ain't that crazy?
Yar, I have this shot of ginger that could help you so you don't get hungover tomorrow.
To each their own. And
Let him be
he
hungover.
he like hands each of you your room keys.
I take the ginger.
Are the rooms in one every single place? Are the rooms like in one location? Or are there different entrances?
You'll find out when you get there.
Oh,
All right.
Mm.
I'm gonna try this approaching soon. Yeah, not too hungry.
You guys are using the restroom?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm using the restroom.
Alright.
Oh, I might go eat dinner.
Yeah, it's almost over. Just
Alright.
a little more. Once you guys go to your room, there's like one more cutscene.
Alright, well,
where's the room?
just right
Oh.
All
here.
right, where do we go to rooms?
Right here.
Hold on. You guys end up here.
No more looking for the loot. No more looking
Whoa.
for the loot. Hey, yo, blurry. Oh, there it goes. Clear. I call the corner.
Feel free to pick any
I
room.
got this room.
You know what? Second thought. I got this room.
Pick
Yeah.
any room that has
Let's
one.
go.
This is my room.
Any room that has one bed.
Hey,
I got a bathroom. You don't even shower.
says who? You don't know that.
I need to bathe every night. Holy.
Hey, I'll have you know we monks keep ourselves clean every day and all day.
I would say use the 4 rooms in the center.
Man, who do you think we are? Civil with one another? All right, I got this right here. Boom.
I mean these.
No, not the. Why would we use that? You know, well, rather fine. All right,
Those are
I have this one right here.
not safe. But I will sleep across from Yar.
Um, I
And
only use one
yeah.
room.
Alright. Night falls and you guys finally decide to head to bed. As the night goes on, you guys all have the same dream suddenly.
Oh,
You guys see a picture or you guys see a what appears to be a young man running through what appears to be the slums. And as he's running through the slums, you see um what appears to be um this tall dude with black hair staring down on the young boy who bumps into him and sort of falls down. You don't really make out the full conversation in this dream since you're dreaming, but one question that is asked during this dream, this tall man asks this young boy, "Are you Atlas Kvasir?" And the dream ends there, and that is the end of today's session.
Okay.
Can I sleepwalk?
You can.
Alright.